all by itself, but the engine, a 3.3-litre V6, comes from Toyota. So, it looks like a sports car, but is it any good as one? Well, it isn't very fast, it doesn't make much noise, and the ride is surprisingly comfortable.
By which I mean, the ride is actually rather excellent for a supercar. So obviously, I think it suits me rather well. Although Hammond and Clarkson might like to continue shopping around.
But Mitsuoka makes another car, which, on paper, is even more up my street. Here it is, and it's called the Galleon.
Like foremost social commentator, Alan Partridge once said that Lexus is Japan's Mercedes-Benz. In which case, the Mitsuoka Galleon could be, but this is only a hunch, Japan's Rolls-Royce.
But at a nice, un-Rolls-Royce-ish price, because it costs an agreeable £32,000.
But looking like a Rolls-Royce is one thing, feeling like a Rolls-Royce is something completely different.
So, to find out whether it does or not, the producers have arranged for me to do a spot of VIP chauffeuring. Not him. There. Yes, the local sumo wrestler and his manager will need taking to a tournament.
Konnichiwa. That's exhausted the Japanese.
Right, back to Japanese Rolls-Royce. Inside the Galleon, Mitsuoka has recreated the ambience of a proper, old-school British luxury car.
So there's some wood-ish, there's plush leather seats, but look at this. This clock is exactly roughly like the one on the new Rolls-Royce Phantom.
It's like one of those fake expensive watches you get in Thailand. Only a real expert can tell the difference. I am a Rolls-Royce expert, and I was completely taken in.
Actually, I didn't mean that. What I meant to say was, it's an utterly shameless rip-off, and I can't believe they're getting away with it.
So, what about the performance from the 3.5-litre V6? Is that the genuine article?
A Rolls-Royce must be able to whoosh away from a standstill. It can go quite quickly, but it must never feel urgent. It must swell very gently. It must be an orchestral sort of performance. Which that isn't, sorry.
Next, handling.
A Rolls-Royce should never allow its driver to corner too vigorously, because that would be bad form. It must encourage you to rein things back. Maybe it's not quite right in that respect. I'm very sorry. Very sorry.
I cracked on with the job of delivering my VIPs.
Happy? Very close to destination.
Whenever you damage a friendly soldier or
What? Is that it?
If you get too many grease points, we will disable your weapon.
I think they were completely fooled.
As some of you may have found out last week, I've got an old Rolls. And let me tell you, the Galleon isn't even on the same planet. But you know what? This car does make me smile.
It's not taking itself too seriously. It's just a bit of fun. It's a bit like one of those tribute bands. Yawn Again, Let's Zeb, The Strolling Bones.
Like those bands, it knows it's not the real thing. But more importantly, it knows you know it's not the real thing. And anyway, at the end of the evening, you're still just as drunk, and you still have a great time, but it only cost you a fiver.
Is that car going to be sold in the UK? Good, Richard. Yes, KTM are an Austrian bike manufacturer. They make things like this, the Duke, and it's great. But now they've decided to have a go at a car. And here it is. It's called